Hello everyone. I'm Charneko, and welcome to the channel. Today, we are going to dive into one of the most fascinating and complex characters in Elden Ring, Morgott, the Omen King. A character who, at first glance, may seem like nothing more than another obstacle standing between us and the Erdtree. But when we take a deeper look into his story, we discover someone far more profound. A rejected prince, a guardian of order, and someone who dedicated his entire existence to protecting something that never truly accepted him. In this video, I want to analyze Morgott from a more psychological and philosophical perspective, his understanding of duty, dignity, sacrifice, and his acceptance of his own condition. But before we begin, I want to make something important clear. This analysis is not meant to be an absolute truth or the only possible interpretation of the character. The worlds created by From Software are filled with symbolism, ambiguity, and different perspectives. Every player can find their own meaning within its characters and stories. This is simply my personal interpretation of Morgott, based on the elements we find within the game and the ideas that his character represents to me. In Elden Ring, many characters seek power. Some want to conquer the world. Others want to destroy it. Others want to create a new order. But there is one character who stands out precisely because he does not seem to want anything for himself. His name is Morgott, the Omen King. A being born into royalty, the son of Queen Marika herself and the first Elden Lord, Godfrey. A prince by blood, but an outcast by birth. And the most fascinating thing about Morgott is not his strength. It is his mindset. Because in a world filled with characters who respond to rejection with hatred, Morgott responds with something far more unusual. Acceptance. Morgott's story could have been that of a classic villain. A rejected heir. A hidden prince. A son despised by his own family. Traditional storytelling would tell us that this character should develop resentment. You rejected me. Now I will destroy you. But Morgott does not choose that path. He does not seem to think. The world was unfair to me, so I will destroy the world. His mindset appears closer to, this is my reality. I cannot change how I was born. But I can choose what kind of person I become. Here we find one of the most interesting psychological aspects of Morgott's character. He separates his own worth from the opinions others have of him. He does not need the world to recognize him in order to do what he believes is right. Morgott represents an idea very close to Stoic philosophy. There are things we can control and things we cannot. He cannot control being born an omen. He cannot control society rejecting him. He cannot control the fact that he will never be fully accepted by the Golden Order. But he can control his actions. He can choose to protect. He can choose to serve. He can choose to preserve his dignity. To Morgott, his birth is not a moral condemnation. He does not think, I am a monster because I was born this way. He thinks, this is my reality. Now I must decide what I do with it. This is where we find the most interesting part of his psychology. Morgott does not seem to desire the throne. He does not want to become Elden Lord. He does not fight to obtain what others desperately seek. Instead, he becomes the guardian. Like a prince who knows he will never inherit the kingdom, yet chooses to protect it anyway. Like an older brother who does not claim the crown, but watches over it to make sure no unworthy person takes it. To Morgott, the Elden Ring is not a reward. It is a responsibility. And from his perspective, allowing just anyone to claim it would be a desecration. His philosophy could be summarized like this. If no one is worthy of carrying this burden, then no one should be allowed to touch it. And here we find the deepest conflict within his character. Because the Tarnished shares something with Morgott. Both exist outside the established order. Both are rejected by the world. Both seek to change their fate. But they respond in completely different ways. The Tarnished thinks, the world denied me my place. So I will change the world. Morgott thinks, The world denied me my place. But my duty still remains. To Morgott, the tarnished represents something dangerous. A person who, after suffering rejection from the world, decides to claim everything. From his perspective, you are not a savior. You are someone driven by ambition. Someone who wants to break an order he spent his entire life protecting. We must also remember something important. Morgott is still a prince. Even though he was rejected, even though he lived hidden away, he still carries the mindset of someone born into royalty. He has pride. He has authority. He has a hierarchical view of the world. He does not believe everyone is automatically equal before the throne. To him, the throne demands worthiness. That is why he does not see the tarnished as someone simply looking for a chance. He sees someone attempting to take something they do not understand. Morgott speaks like a king who was never crowned. And here lies the most painful part of his character. Morgott protects a system that never truly accepted him. He defends a law that considered him impure. He gives his life to a cause that never gave him recognition. Yet he does not seem to view it as injustice. He views it as duty. And that is both the greatness and the tragedy of Morgott. Because Morgott represents an incredible virtue. The ability to do what is right even when nobody will ever thank you. But he also leaves us with an uncomfortable question. Is it noble to accept an unjust order? Or does true justice sometimes require breaking it? Conclusion. Morgott is not simply another boss in Elden Ring. He represents an idea. The guardian who gives up power. The prince who never claims the crown. The hero who protects a kingdom that never embraced him. While other characters say, "The world hurt me, so I will change the world," Morgott answers, "The world may have wounded me, but that does not free me from my duty." And perhaps that is why so many players end up respecting him. Because Morgott does not die as a defeated man. He dies as someone who fulfilled the purpose he chose to protect until his final moment. The Omen King. The guardian of the Elden Ring. The man who never wanted to be king.